Yo, Broncos country. Did you feel Mile High Stadium shaking today? Because Denver just got hit with news that's pure dynamite. Our number one wide receiver, the guy who makes opposing defenses beg for mercy, who snags impossible catches and gets the crowd on their feet, just signed a contract that'll keep him rocking the orange and blue through 2029. That's right, family. This is a game-changing move that lights the spark of hope and makes us dream big. Want to know how this is going to transform our offense and take our quarterback to the next level? Then hold on to that energy, because this video is just getting started, and Broncos country is about to lose it with what's coming next. Today, July 28, 2025, is a day that'll be etched in the heart of every fan who bleeds orange and blue. Our elite wide receiver, the route-running monster, the leader who carries the team on his back, signed a 4-year contract extension with the Denver Broncos, ensuring he'll be the soul of our offense through the 2029 season. This isn't just a contract, Broncos country. It's a vow, a promise that the best days for our team are on the way, and this guy is at the center of it all. Let's dive into the details, but with that fire that gets the fan base hyped. This 4-year extension is worth $92 million, averaging $23 million per season. That ties our receiver for the 18th highest-paid wideout in the NFL. It's a number that screams respect, showing how much the team trusts him to lead the offense. And if you ask me, he's worth every penny, because this guy doesn't just play ball, he changes the fate of entire games. Think about what he did last season. He had 81 receptions on 135 targets, 1,081 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was the go-to target for our rookie quarterback, Bo Nix, who's starting to show that franchise QB glow. Our receiver faced double coverage, star cornerbacks, and high-pressure situations, and still delivered a campaign that was straight-up legendary. He was the key to getting the Broncos back to the playoffs for the first time in years, and that family is what we call clutch. He's the kind of player who shows up when the clock's ticking and the game's on the line. But let me take you behind the curtain, because this news has layers. During Saturday and Monday's practices at our Centennial Training Facility, he joined individual drills and lighter walkthroughs, but sat out the high-speed 11-on-11 plays that make fans drool. Some might have thought, hold up, is there drama brewing? Not a chance, Broncos country. No holdout, no protest. He and the team were in the back room, ironing out the details of this monster extension. Since Friday, when he started making some plays with the team, negotiations were heating up. And now, with the ink on the paper, he's ready to come back full throttle and show opposing defenses who's boss. Flashback to April, and he already hinted that talks with the team were going smoothly. That's a huge contrast to last year when he skipped the voluntary off-season program and only negotiated some incentives for his 2024 contract. And guess what he did with those incentives? Turned them into $1.5 million with an elite season. That's a champion's mindset, family. He doesn't just talk about delivering, he goes out and does it, with that fire in his eyes that only the greats have. If you're Broncos country through and through, don't let this energy slip away. Subscribe to the channel right now to catch every play, every update, and every hot take about our team. Just hit that red button, ring the bell, and you're part of our YouTube family. Let's grow this channel like the Broncos offense. Now let's talk about the impact on our team, because this is where it gets serious. First, stability. Having an elite receiver locked in through 2029 is like giving our quarterback a nuclear weapon on offense. He's versatile. He runs short routes with surgical precision, stretches the field with deep plays that leave safeties lost, and fights for contested catches like it's a battle for his life. He's the kind of player who makes Sean Payton's playbook catch fire, because he can do it all. And with a young quarterback like Bo Nix, having a reliable target like this is pure gold. It's the kind of connection that can turn a good team into a feared one. And it's not just on the field where he makes a difference. Off it, this guy's a natural leader. He's the player who keeps the locker room tight, pulls the young guys forward, and never lets the team hang their heads, even when the scoreboard's not in our favor. He's the guy who, after a tough loss, looks his teammates in the eye and says, "We're coming back stronger." That's what makes the Denver Broncos family so special. It's more than a team, it's a brotherhood. And he's one of the pillars of that brotherhood. Now, let's talk about the league-wide impact of this extension. This contract sends a clear message to the rest of the NFL. The Broncos aren't just building a roster to compete, they're constructing a machine to chase titles. Head coach Sean Payton dropped a hint earlier today, saying negotiations were very close. Yump. And then, boom! The extension news hit like a bomb. It shows the front office is locked in, focused, and playing to win. With a receiver like this at the heart of the offense, the possibilities are endless. But I want to hear from you, Broncos country. What's going through your heads with this news? Think this contract is the push our offense needed to take off for good? Or is there still a missing piece to dream of the Vince Lombardi trophy? Drop it in the comments, because this conversation's just getting started. Now let's talk more about what this guy brings to the field, because it's easy to forget how special he is. Since coming into the league as a second-round pick in 2018, he's been flashing greatness. Remember that game against the Chiefs in 2019 when he hauled in a 70-yard bomb and left their defense in the dust? Or that season when he led the team in yards despite a carousel of quarterbacks? That's the kind of player who doesn't quit, doesn't get intimidated, and plays with his heart on his sleeve. And last season, he took it to another level. He wasn't just Bo Nix's favorite target. He went up against the league's toughest defenses and came out on top. Double coverage? He laughed in its face. Fourth quarter pressure? He came through with that clutch catch that flipped the momentum. And now, with this contract, he's got the security to focus 100% on what he does best, shredding defenses and lifting Broncos country. Let's talk future, because that's what's got us dreaming big. With him locked in through 2029, the Broncos' offense has a rock-solid foundation to build on. Bo Nix, heading into his second year, has already shown he's got the instincts of a franchise quarterback, and with a receiver like this by his side, their chemistry is only going to grow. Picture the plays we'll see in the coming years: perfect play-action passes, 50-yard bombs, slant routes that leave cornerbacks dizzy. It's the kind of stuff that makes the stadium explode. Plus, this contract gives the team flexibility. With a key piece like him secured, the front office can focus on bolstering other areas, like the offensive line or the secondary. It's like solving a puzzle. When you've got a big piece in place, the rest starts falling together. And with Sean Payton calling the shots, we know the game plan's going to be aggressive. He's already shown he knows how to use elite receivers to open up the field, and now he's got the perfect guy for it. Come on, Broncos country. You feeling this vibe just thinking about what's coming? I know you're as hyped as I am, so tell me, what play do you want to see this guy make next season? One of those one-handed grabs, or maybe an 80-yard touchdown to silence the away crowd? Drop it in the comments, because we're in this together. And before we move on, let me highlight something that makes me proud to be part of this family. This guy isn't just a player. He's a symbol of what it means to be a Bronco. He plays with grit, with passion, with that fire in his eyes we saw in legends like Rod Smith or Demaryius Thomas. And now, with this contract, he's ready to write the next chapter of this journey. It's the kind of news that makes us believe the glory days are coming back to Denver. Let's zoom out for some bigger context, because this extension isn't just about one player. It's about the direction of the team. The past few years have had their ups and downs, right? Tough seasons, quarterback changes, moments where the fan base had to hold on to faith with both hands. But now, with a coach like Sean Payton, a young quarterback with star potential, and an elite receiver like this, the future's starting to look bright orange. This contract is like a beacon, showing the team's committed to building something big. And check out how this ties to our quarterback. Bo Nix, who came in as a rookie last season, has already shown he's got that leader's instinct. But young quarterbacks need reliable targets to grow, and our receiver is exactly that. He doesn't just catch balls, he creates space for the rest of the offense. When he's on the field, defenses have to adjust everything, and that opens up opportunities for other players to shine. It's the domino effect a star like him brings to the team. What's the vibe, Broncos country? You feeling like the connection between him and Bo Nix is the key to taking the Broncos to the next level? Or do we need more weapons on offense to truly dominate? Let's debate it in the comments, because the fan base always has the best ideas. And let's not forget the emotional impact of this news. For us fans, this contract is more than numbers. It's a sign the team believes in the future, that the Denver Broncos family is united and ready to fight. Every time he steps on the field, he carries the passion of thousands of fans screaming at Mile High, rocking the orange with pride, never giving up on the team. This contract is a promise to us, Broncos country, that the best moments are still to come. So, tell me, what's the most unforgettable moment from him last season? That clutch catch against the Steelers in the fourth quarter? Or maybe that touchdown against the Raiders that made the stadium erupt? Drop it in the comments, because I know every one of you has a favorite play that gets your heart racing. And one more thing I love about this guy. He plays with soul. It's not just about talent, it's about heart. He's the kind of player who, even when the team's down, looks at the quarterback and says, "Throw it to me, I'll make it happen." And he does. That's why he's so loved by Broncos country, because he represents who we are, a fan base that never quits, that believes until the final second, that lives and breathes orange and blue. I'll be real with you, family. This extension has me emotional. It's not just about keeping a star on the team, it's about building a legacy. With him in the offense, our quarterback has everything he needs to become a star, and our team is one step away from being a nightmare for opposing defenses. But I want to know what you think. Will he keep being the WR1 of our dreams, or could he go even further and cement a Hall of Fame legacy as a Broncos legend? Drop your take in the comments, because this conversation's on fire. So, Broncos country, what do you think of this epic moment for our wide receiver? Are you confident he'll lead the offense to a Super Bowl run, or does he still have more to prove? Comment below, because we want to hear the voice of the fan base. Smash that like button. Share this video with all your Denver Broncos family, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a thing. Until the next video, let's go all in. Go Broncos!